Hello everyone and welcome to ClearVoice. I'm John Monahan.
And I'm Christine Caswell. Last week we talked with Father Robert Spitzer about his new documentary, Cosmic Origins, as well as his book on life issues.
Father Spitzer says people who do not believe in the Big Bang Theory should see Cosmic Origins. And he'll also talk about why he featured young people in that movie.
He also tells us about an amazing resource he's written that scientifically proves some of the greatest mysteries of the faith.
Why did we include the interviews with the young people? Well, two reasons really. First is because we're trying to target a younger audience with this Cosmic. It's by no means available only for a younger audience. Really, an adult audience appreciates it very much, but younger people like to see younger people, and if you want to attract them, they're kind of interested in what one another is thinking, and so that's always important to kind of pull them in so that there's a kind of a pure relationship with the film itself. So it's not just a group of Nobel Prize winning physicists or something saying this is the way it is. There's something there for them as well. The second thing is because it gives a diversity of viewpoints. And as you probably notice, you know, that the students who are speaking on the film come at it from a variety of different places, and some of them from deep faith, some of them from just a kind of almost an agnosticism. But we wanted to say, hey, your peers are not simply agnostics. You may have thought they were or heard that they were, but in point of fact, so many of your peers just right off the street have a deep and abiding faith as well. So those were our primary motives for doing it. Yeah, why if you have difficulty accepting the Big Bang Theory, why come see the film? Well, first and foremost, the Big Bang Theory was put together, as you may have heard on the film, by a Belgian priest by the name of Father Georges Lemaitre. It is the most extraordinary cosmological theory that has ever been devised. In 1927, this Father Lemaitre, now and later Monsignor Lemaitre, changed the entire, world of cosmology. I mean, prior to that point, these Newtonian assumptions about time being infinite and space being infinite and mass being infinite seemed to be, carry the day. And this one theory all of a sudden put it, a halt to it. It could have all begun, in a moment, 10 to the, minus 42nd seconds, 13.7 billion years ago, plus or minus 200 million years. And then suddenly this theory, because of all of the evidence that's been gathered for it over the years, from Edwin Hubble's redshifts to Penzias and Wilson's discovery of the 2.7 degree Kelvin uniformly distributed radiation, all the way to the WMAP satellite, the Cosmic Background Explorer satellite. Today, it's one of the most rigorously established theories that there is. Honestly, if, doubting the Big Bang Theory is saying, almost like I have a problem with the atom. You can't see it, therefore I'm not sure whether it exists. But there's so much corroborative evidence, on the same set of field equations, not just because we can make atomic bombs explode on the basis of the atomic theory, but there's so many things that are, held together by this one theory. No one really doubts the existence of an atom, and frankly, there's so much corroborative evidence for the Big Bang 13.7 billion years ago that no serious physicist today really doubts its existence. So if we accept it, this theory originally coming from this Belgian priest, it does betoken a beginning, a creation, and it betokens it specifically right out of scientific method. I would go first to a website called Magis, which is spelled M-A-G-I-S, magisreasonfaith.org. And on that website, it's a Reason and Faith website. What you'll find is, first of all, there's an online encyclopedia. I wrote a 500-page online wiki encyclopedia for faith and reason. Every topic you want is discovered. You want evidence for a human soul from the vantage point of near-death experiences. It's there with all of the best peer-reviewed medical journals that there are. You want to answer the question, why would an all-powerful, all-loving God allow suffering to exist in the world? It's there. We have 2 full articles which develop those arguments. If you want to know, the topic of physics and faith, it's all there in the whole area of, what is the evidence for God from physics, and so forth. So we have what we call a God encyclopedia. We also have a Christ encyclopedia. And there we're looking at all the new arguments for the historicity of Jesus, his resurrection, the Holy Spirit, from N.T. Wright and John P. Meyer, guys who are tremendous scholars, much smarter than I am, for sure. But the problem is they write all their books in 1,000-page books with 5,000 footnotes. Well, my job is to try and summarize those into 30 pages, put them on the encyclopedia, make it completely searchable so our young people can understand. Everything we have on our website is peer-reviewed scientific journals, peer-reviewed medical journals, peer-reviewed philosophy journals. It's really the best that we can get from the very brightest. And of course, it all points inexorably toward one thing. Not only that God exists, but that too, he loves us. And it is clearly manifest in our creation and redemption.